Good afternoon, students. Myself, Munshi Rashidul Islam, Assistant Professor, Department of Mechanical Engineering, GIS College of Engineering. Now, today we have discussed about the different types of classification of gears and its practical application. Now, today is actually the lecture number 22, and under the topic that is actually gear drives. So last day we have already discussed different types of gear, how the gear drives can perform, what are the actual application, advantage, disadvantage, everything can be discussed in, and gear drives a possibility to the different failure that can be happen during the operations. So everything can be discussed in the last classes. Now today we have discussed the different type of, that means the classifications of gear and its practical example. So first let us see the producing a conjugate action, that means how the gear drives can perform with the law of gearing. Law of gearing means another system are also be there. Here the, if you see the figure, that means the two gears are in connected position. That means one gear, suppose two gears, gear 1 and gear 2, both are connected, but some principles can be followed. That means the law of gearing. Law of gearing means, suppose the law of gearing demands, that means for a suppose constant velocity ratio, the profile of the two gears, that means the gear 1 and gear 2, the two gears must be such that the common normal to the two profile at any constant point must pass or intersect the line of the center at the same point. That means namely at the pitch point, and where the pitch circle can be drawn, pitch point. So that's why this point is intersection, and all the times of the rotation of the point where the tangency of the pitch circle can be drawn with the common passage. That passage, if you seen in the graph, where the pitch circle of the two gears can be cut at the point P, that P point is actually the common pitch point of the two gears, where the two gears are passes through the same point or in the same tangent. Now circles of a gear layout. So how can we draw the tip profile of the gear? So as per the conditions, just 1 minute interruption. Now the circles of a gear layout, that means suppose some in technical points that we already discussed in the last classes, that means the base circle, pitch circle, addendum, dedendum, involute teeth profile, and the pressure angle, everything are required to draw a gear teeth profile. So that's why two circles can be drawn with some pressure angle, and that pressure angle may be continued with a certain distance. That means the pitch circle, base circle, and the involute shape of the teeth profile. So that are actually the cases where the total too much disturbance. So two radius can be first discussed. First consider. So R1 is the first radius of the small gear, and R2 is the second radius of the large gear shape. So first draw the radius and pitch circle curve, and then plot the each and every point of the technical point. That means pitch circle, base circle, and everything, addendum, dedendum, all the points can be plotted here one by one in a sequential manner. Now, sequence of a gear layout. Similar type of figure are drawn here. Now pitch circles in contact. Pitch circles are in contact where the P point is noted the figure, and pressure angle at desired pressure angle, that means 20° full depth pressure angle that I given. Base circles tangent to the pressure line. Involute profile from base circle. Cap teeth at addendum circle at 1 by P from pitch circle. Root of teeth at dedendum circle, which is actually 1.25 by P from the pitch circle, and tooth spacing from circular pitch. Tooth spacing from circular pitch, that means P is equal to pi by capital P. Relation of base circle to the pressure angle. One relation that you can plot as a equation, which is actually required to draw a pressure angle. Draw a draw a gear teeth profile. That means the RB base circle radius is equal to R means radius of the gear into cos phi. Here cos phi means the cosine of the pressure angle. Tooth action. The first point of the contact, that means if we draw the figure, so large shape gear is called as a gear, and the small shape gear is called as a pinion. So first point of contact at A, where the flank is pinion and which is actually touches tip of gear, and the last point of the contact, which is actually connected with the B point, and where the tip of the pinion touches the flank gear. So line A and B, line AB is the line of action. So it is actually the effective area where the line of action can connect with a common passage, and the line of action is the sum of angle of approach and the angle of recess. Now next point, which is actually rack. A rack is a spar gear with a pitch diameter of infinity. Rack is actually a straight line spar gear which has the infinity time pitch diameter, and pinion is obviously rotating on the rack with a smaller size diameter, and the sides of the teeth are straight lines making an angle to the line of center equal to the pressure angle. Now the base pitch and the circular pitch are shown in the figure and are related by base circle pitch PB is equal to circular pitch PC into cos phi. That is actually a relation between the base circle and pitch circle. Internal gear, that is another type of gear. The gear we cannot seen by externally. The gear can operate in internally. Other all the conditions of technical terms, above all the terms are same, but the module should be same, because the internally the smaller gear and the external gear, both the gear teeth can be matched, where the cases are fulfilled. The module should be same. If the module should not be same, so the teeth meshing cannot be happen properly. On if not properly matched, that means something error, and some noise should be created on that situation. Now, a small problem related to the conjugate action of gear, just like a one simple problem. That means a problem which is discussed. Just we cannot read the problem. We just tell you the process how to calculate. First problem, compute the circular pitch. Circular pitch is actually the equation. Compute the circular pitch, center distance, and the radius of the base circle. So first, circular pitch P is equal to pi by P. That means where the P is actually the diametral pitch. That diametral pitch is 2, so pi by 2. That means 1.57 inch. Now pitch circle diameter of the pinion and gear are, so pinion dp is equal to 16 by 2. 16 by 2 means 16 here. 16 is actually the total number of teeth by P. P is equal to actually 2, so total 8 inch. And the diameter of the gear D is equal to dg is equal to total number of teeth by the total number of teeth by the diametral pitch. That means the total number of teeth is 20, so 40. So 40 by 2 is equal to 20 inch. Therefore the center distance formula is actually diameter of the gear plus diameter of the pinion whole by 2. That means 8 plus 20 by 2. That means 28 by 2. That is actually the 14 inch. This is actually the basic problem related to that of the gear and gear drive. Now, since the teeth are cut on the 20-degree pressure angle, so base circle radius are found as RB is equal to R cos phi. So RB pinion is equal to R 8 by 2 cos 20. That means 3.676 inch. So RB gear, base circle with gear, that is equal to 20 by 2 cos 20 degree. That means 9.40 inch. Now, similar method, similar process you can follow. Again, we can solve another type of problem. So, if you know the problem, how to calculate, and if you know all the equations, you can easily solve this type of problem. And I expect you obviously practice in your home that the similar type of problem where the problems are available in your textbook. You can easily solve this type of problem in your as a home task. Now, contact ratio, it is actually the arc of action, that is QT, and it is the sum of the arc of approach, and QA is actually the arc of recess, QR. So QT is equal to QA into QR, and the contact ratio MC is actually the ratio of the arc of action and the circular pitch. So MC is equal to QT by P. Now the contact ratio is average number of pair of teeth in the contact. Now the contact ratio can also be found out in the actual equations, that is equal to MC is equal to LAB by P cos phi. Now the total contact ratio should be at least 1.2, and this diagram where the LAB is given and total P also be given and phi also be 20 degree. So if I put the all value, you can easily calculate the MC value. Now interference, the contact of portions of the tooth profile that are be conjugate in called interference occurs when the contact occurs below the base circle, and if the teeth were produced by generating process rather than the stamping, then the generating process removes the interferencing portion known as the cutting value. And this is actually the equation of interference of a spar gear, where k is equal to 1 for full depth, so k is equal to 0.8 for the stub teeth, and mg module of the gear is equal to ng by np, that is actually the module case. And largest gear in special pinion, that is actually the formula, and smallest spar gear pinion, that is actually the np by 2k by sine square phi formula. Standard 20 degree pressure angle full depth calculation chart, and it is 25 degree full depth calculation chart you can follow. Just so interference calculation of different method, how to calculate the different problem related to the gear basic problem, and also the different types of gear can be discussed here in today's class. So next class we can discuss a new lesson with a new topic. Thank you.